Hi, welcome back to my channel. We are about relationship with ourselves first, okay? So we can have a healthy one outside of ourselves, but it comes from the essence of love, all right? Loving self, loving others, loving beings, loving planet, loving God, but it comes from the essence of balancing, okay? You want to co-create with the universe. That's probably why you're on my channel. Because the universe does not co-create without you, okay? So remember, my readings are timeless. Do not let it be forced, because we're going on a new cycle, okay? We can see changes, we can see new beginnings when it comes to creativity. We can see someone maybe pointing at a roulette at your new cycle, but we're looking at engagements, we're looking at marriage, all right? We're looking at a ring, we're looking at jewelry, we're looking at property, okay? We're looking at challenges, and we're looking at spirituality, okay? We're looking at someone's using their intuition, and they feel like maybe it's time to illuminate the heart, because the heart is the seat of the soul. Somebody wants to come in and create a new cycle with you. Initials could be A, could be born on the 7th or the 5th or the 2nd month. All right. There seems to be a pathway when it comes to abundance and success within your pathway. I can see transformation if you use your knowledge and wisdom and go through the forestry of life. Yes, we're going to see many different animals. This is why the lion conquered the jungle. Why? From the heart. Okay. So we're going to take control, all right, with unconditional love. There seems to be a light ahead of you, all right? Just go through the forests, my darling. Follow the light within yourself, which is your truth. You have to trust yourself if you're going to trust anybody else, okay? You have to be secure within yourself so you don't be insecure outside of yourself. And then when things are over, you can't create new beginnings because you're stuck, okay? You're stuck in the labyrinth. You don't want to be stuck in the labyrinth when it comes to changes, when it comes to stability, all right? You want to follow the heart, okay? So you can find your soulmate by using your intuition. What is your intuition trying to tell you? Someone is telepathically connected to someone. We can see like-minded couple, okay? Maybe there was an obstacle with 2 women or 3 women in the way of the masculine going straight to his heart, okay? But now we're looking at the masculine, looking at a pathway when it comes to a cycle. We can see the masculine is illuminating a pathway when it comes to a new beginning. Remember, every ending has a new beginning, all right? Maybe the masculine is looking at a pathway, okay, of a marriage, a children, okay, a child. Looking at a spiritual child, okay, leading the pathway to the masculine to go home, back to self, okay, after being interrupted within the soul of the self's healing, all right? Look at the heels of the self, all right? Are you sleeping with shells from hell? Okay, that were heels. That gives you concern from the messages of life, okay? So we're looking at a message of concern. The divine feminine has a message of concern about a new beginning. So we're now looking at a change, all right? Every ending has a new beginning, and when a new beginning comes, what happens? We have changes. We can see someone packing up, leaving a building, all right? Because that building is not secure enough. Because remember, the building also represents yourself, okay? If there's too much concerns of changes in a building, whether that's yourself, whether that's your home, you live with someone, or a country, nation, it's time to change. Don't stay in stagnation. Open the heart of self. Create. Because you're born to create. It comes from the essence of love. So someone's looking at a message of change, all right? Maybe a message of change for a new beginning. We can see a nice new cycle happening within your pathway. I can see illumination. Why? Because you're using your information, your knowledge, your wisdom from your experiences, and you're creating this change, all right? For happiness, hey, you could be a Leo person, you could be AAA, double A's, all right? Okay, okay, so I'm looking at using our time wisely by using the soul of self. We're following the path of the soul, all right? The seat of the soul, because now you feel like the light and the dark, okay, is leading the way to a beautiful pathway. So we're using our time wisely while we go into the maze of the labyrinth, seeking your soulmate. You have to walk in love and talking your truth, okay, while you go through the forestry of life for your transformation. Someone's going through their transformation right now. So they see happiness within their pathway, okay? We're having our dreams coming true for some of you, right? Unconditional love, okay? Now you got the strength to do courtship, all right? Someone's coming into courtship. Someone could be asking you for a date, all right? After that date, when he was late, and now the date, he's not late anymore, being a bait, okay? Right, someone wants to come and have a conversation with you, all right? About a new beginning. And now we're looking at a beginning of sudden wealth, okay? It's not about sudden wealth, you know, when it just comes to like money. Wealth is like health, isn't it? Wealth is everything, because health is wealth. Because if you put the H, it's still health, isn't it? Health and wealth, it comes together. But you have to have that good relationship with yourself. So someone's in their thoughts, both the masculine and feminine energies in their thoughts, right? There seems to be a feminine concerned about the masculine, and the masculine's in his thoughts about her concerns. Do you understand? So they probably both need to change that energy now, right? Because you could put the energy in other things, you know? Because he's 777, your birthday could be on the 7th or the 7th month, all right? Or your little number that you like is 7, jackpot. You know, maybe someone wants to take a gamble. Or maybe someone's got concerns about someone's gambling habit and they had to have a family intervention. So the masculine is here. The divine masculine was maybe make an official situation, but what's on his head is a message of concern, but it has to change, because now we're looking at spiritual and religious differences, all right? Where this masculine is not growing for his highest self, all right? Maybe he had to go for a very hard lesson to understand his real deep purpose, that he was on his purpose until he was interrupted and he made that change, okay? Because some people just happy haters, okay? So we're looking at official person. The mind has got concerns on it, but it's been illuminated because behind the scenes there was echoes, destruction for change. But on the outside, everything seems calm and collective. Do you know what I mean? But no, poverty, someone's changing into poverty because of their decisions and their options to create a change away from the divine feminine, all right? Away from the soul of the self, okay? But now we're looking at a situation where we're happy. You know what? You've got to be happy with nothing. You see, when you're happy with nothing, it becomes something and it becomes everything to everybody. Could you be walking by example? So someone's in a vehicle changing, or maybe someone feels that it's a time for you to change your car. It's way too old and tacky. You could have a red one. It's too old. You look like an old poor person. No, stop it. A change, tower moment. Time for you to change, officially change your car. Oh God, that's so funny, because my car was done in 2008 and it says 9 there. Okay, leave my Betsy alone. So now we're looking at stability. Somebody wants to come in, they're happy for a change, all right, to do courtship. You can see the arrows of love pointing towards the feminine's head, but she looks a bit concerned. He looks like he wants to hold her hand. It's going to be a very difficult conversation. He wants to look her back in the eye, but can she trust him? Because trust became rust. When trust should never been rust in the beginning. We're looking at a letter of concern about marriage. We're happy for a new pathway for courtship. The courtship might turn into a marriage, okay? Maybe someone is having a second marriage. There was sudden wealth and they went into poverty. So things had to change and marriage had to change because of marriage of convenience. Because how you meet your husband, rich or poor, you're supposed to stay there to the end. Things shouldn't change because your money's changed. So it seems like someone's money's changed. You had money for this new beginning. And then there was a mission concern. I can't afford the rent no more. And they say, bye then. You know what I mean? Or someone came in as a poverty person just for marriage of convenience for some of you. Yeah, thief. They were thieving on this pathway, acting like courtship, wanting a marriage. So they probably got him comfortable within this family room. Maybe 2 or 3 women. And it was all a con. It was a con, you know. But you have to learn from the experiences. So because the masculine left the feminine, he's going to learn how it feels to be left. And then because this person thieved and spiked and done more things, now that person's going for a bigger karmic lesson. All right? So they're going to have to face their demons at some point. Everyone has to. Because everything that you do in your past adds up to your future. So now we're looking at a paper trail when it comes to romance and appreciation. You have to appreciate yourself, romance yourself with feminine and it can't come out with feminine and masculine energy within yourself, so you can create that pathway. Some of you are looking at like mother and father issues. You need to come to peace with your mother and father issues. Some of you may feel stuck because you might have more mother issues, but your mother could have been passed over. She could have went at the age of 43, 18, 35 or 21 when you were probably 4 or 11 or maybe, 4 or 11 maybe for some of you, or 64. Maybe you got questions to ask, but they're trying to send you messages to illuminate the mind because that's their karmic debt. If you have anger against your parents that's passed over, it's blocking your peace because they're trying to come back because they owe you a karmic debt because they've done you an injustice. So they have to come back and give you that debt back, all right? So try and come to peace with it. And the more you're in love, the more they're going to feel ashamed. Anyway, they got to come. You know what it is? Some of them might not help, but the bigger picture is peace. Because once you're on the other side of halls of love and truth, their heart's being weighed. How heavy is it? Light or heavy? If it's heavy, they have to come back. They have to try and help you to seek peace for what they did. It's wrong. You can't have children and then just leave them in the middle of concern because you want changes of your life, because you want happiness, marriage, convenience. And some of these women as well, and men, you're not having children just because you want stability. Sofa surfing, it's wrong. And then these children are stuck in what? A devil energy because two toxic people got together. Because if I'm going to make a cake, you're poison, I'm poison, we bake this cake, what do you think is going to happen to that kid? It's going to be a long journey for the land, but they've got to have that strength, man. And it's about God. You got to believe in God, man. Because you can't... Everyone has a purpose, isn't it? And you can't really I can't say dwell. I had the word dwell because that's a wrong word to use. You got to come peace with your parents, man. Because outside the labyrinth or outside the maze, remember, in life and art, there's so much that changes our personality. And then our soul is the love, the peace, the joy, the happiness. But the personality is what's adapted, in it, to become the sorrow, the anger, the vengeance, the blah, blah, blah. Do you understand? Because outside forces, which is political, law, social, economics, do you know what I mean? That's the outside forces to impact inside forces to allow the personality to align with the soul, to illuminate that balance. Do you understand? We need to be balanced on the earth, so to create heaven on earth. Somebody wants to come and have a conversation. They want to build a bridge. Too many broken bridges. Okay, so someone's probably having an intervention with the family. Someone's got tea. Okay, because somebody planted something within someone's journey for sudden wealth. There's probably someone wants to have a conversation, or they just want to start a new beginning. All right? A message of concern. The masculine in its concern. The mind's been illuminated, but there's a message of concern about a maze, you know? He's looking straight at appreciation, he's looking at marriages, but I think he's under concern because it's been a maze. Been too many obstacles to get to the heart of self. You know, because he had to use his intuition. He was right, but when you got spikes or when you got people manipulating and then you got a whole family doing it, when you lie, you're creating an illusion, and then everyone lives in a delusion, and then you're spending energy and resource into what? Nothing. It's just nothing. We've got to come out of that conveyor belt where you wake up, you wake up, you bathe your skin, you have your breakfast. Do you know what I mean? You go to work, you come home, you juggle, you watch TV, you do travel. The body's free, but is the mind and the soul free? It's a conveyor belt. It's boring. There's more to life than that. Sudden wealth is coming into you, my darlings, all right? For your new beginning. After some of you have been in poverty, just keep using your intuition, okay? Somebody's looking at family wealth for their new beginning. You can't rely on your family's wealth for new beginning. You end up in poverty, man. By the time you leave, that's it. Don't rely on your family, man. You need independence. Because this masculine, behind this masculine, is going through high honors. Or maybe this masculine is a high honor person, but he's looking at his spiritual army protecting him while he's not in his emperor status to make decisions about family, appreciations, love, going back to the soulmate, purpose, all of that. Do you know what I mean? Because someone around that masculine is a sneaky, beaky Becky, being very strategic. Okay. So now we're looking at, what's the word? I can see it. Oh, what's that word? Get it out of my mouth. Come on. So many words trapped at the door of the mind file. Sometimes my mind just over speeding. Erection. Why was I talking about erection? Resurrection. Rebirth. Feminine thought he was gone. Feminine thought, do you know what I mean? The soul's guide everywhere. The feminine is talking to him telepathically, so to go around all around the world and pick up his pieces. And now the masculine is probably re-erection now, because the erection rises up with the sun in the morning, more time, a real emperor. Anyway, follow your dreams, distant horizon. Okay, you could be a spiritual teacher. Your initials could be M, C, M. Could be born on the 22nd, the 4th. Ending. Every ending has a new beginning for a change. Don't fear because you're in poverty. Who cares? As long as you're grounded, you're secure. See, once you're happy with nothing, trust me, Satan claws ain't coming down no chimney with no law of foolery. Why? Because you're too secure in yourself. You're following your intuition. You're cleaning out your chimney. And then you're creating a new horizon. Do you understand? Because you're creating a new ending for a change. Okay? And now horizon, honor, sudden wealth. Because why? New beginning. Facing what? Fears. Lambras. No point. You've got to face your fears. Why? This is Earth School. You have to graduate from your flaws. It's a university. That's what it's called. Universe. Home. Somebody wants to come in, or somebody's changing this home, man. Because they were trying to do... Maybe somebody was trying to get someone's family inheritance of a home, estate, sudden wealth to change their poverty. But that's coming to an end. And that probably was the message of concern. About someone's actions and ability and intentions for marriage or a room in a house. Take it as it resonates. But the masculine is very wise though. Very knowledgeable. He might look young, but he's got a very old soul. Very old soul. Yeah, a letter of concern about pathway. Alright? Maybe it's poor writing. So you're looking at a pathway, maybe with a Queen of Pentacles. Oh, there we go again. Alright, taking that gamble for unexpected income. So the mature feminine, very loving, was sort of sneaky person looking out for wealth. They were stealing. So now we'll open up the heart. Because now we're looking at our past life connection. Very gifted. We're trying to build bridges. The masculine's in his thoughts about a false person. He's very clear about this situation, but he might be confused about how to come in for stability, comfortability. Yeah, he might be confused how to come in for a conversation, because it's going to be a very powerful conversation. He's thinking about this in the distance. Why? Because he's thinking about talking about this thief and this change. And how the divine feminine worked all by herself with nothing to become a privileged lady, to become her own occupation. And now he's in despair of the pair. Why? Because he created an ending and she used her time wisely for a new beginning. So she wrote him a letter, the main female, about stabilization. And now the masculine, oh, look how sexy. So the masculine is thinking about this friend, this loyalty, you know. He had to look within something, maybe King of Cups, being sneaky. Looking at being deceptive. So the feminine, divine feminine, is writing a book for the community on behalf of God. About telepathic communication, about expectations, about towers that we build for fame. You can't fake it till you make it, because once you make it, you're fake. The only thing that's probably real about you is your fucking name. When you unpeel your names like a book, what are you? Fake. Why? Because you fake it till you make it. It's not making any sense. You've got to make your life make sense in your journey of life. Look within your dreams, all right? Because someone's going for a painful ending, but it's going to be a new beginning. This mature male, he's looking at being a main male, but maybe he's going through legal stuff, allegations, regulations, I don't know. He's looking at a message, maybe a deed about imprisonment. So he's got to take someone to court, this main male. Yeah, he's got to cut it out. And then maybe he's going to come to the house, write a book about people's shallowness, about ancestors, about the star seed, about going from yourself to... He's got a lot to do, but he's arguing and fighting with stupid bitches. But he said no. I'm going to have to argue with you, babe. I love you, but I know there's going to be an argument. You're my soulmate. You're just a golden. And I had a mask on. I'm sorry you had to use your intuition. But we're on a romantic journey. I know I got spiked. She's an opportunist. And he knows he's a spiritual teacher. This wealthy man that was looking at a block. Block, locks, and all that madness. He likes his blocks, you see. Oh, don't start me. Don't start. Oh, behave yourself. Okay, this one. Hey. All right, so there's a new cycle going on. Someone doing a relay. We're trying to align all planetaries within oneself, okay, so we can be that spiritual person. What does spirituality mean to you? All right, that means you speak to spirit. Okay, you don't speak to the bad spirit. You don't do what they tell you to do. That means you can't control your own mind. That means you've got to seek more deeper self-discipline and self-correction. Oh, that means you've done a lot of bad things to people. So why are you getting, that sort of thing, Hold back. Somebody used to hold back on a marriage to an earth sign person. Someone trying to take control because they want gifts, possessions. They use people as possessive, maybe a Queen of Pentacles. But you're going to take a new pathway. Got to hold back any gifts, anything to this Queen of Pentacles. Could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo person. This person is the Grand Reaper. Has got too much money on the mind. Is not going for its highest self. The heart is too heavy like a stone. And it's very imbalanced person. It's not marriage material. It's not even queen material on this pathway to stability, to be a master builder. So someone took the different road, all right? They went to the devil. The devil is the Capricorn card. Materialism, envy, jealous, lack of independence, but very much into materialism and to act like they're independently wealthy, but not. So someone's holding on like a Grand Reaper. Someone sees people as possessions. They're very possessive over people's possessions because people are possessions. They're not matched as, okay, can you be my friend because we like each other's energy. It's, can you be my friend because you've got things, people, places. That's shallow. Shallow. So now you're looking at a pathway to a Two of Cups. Two of Cups. All right. Somebody tried to hold someone back away from a Two of Cups. God's energy. All right. So the Emperor's on his pathway. He's got to hold back away from a Queen of Pentacles. A very promiscuous person. Very on an adventure. All right. The masculine is in his labyrinth. He had to go through a few difficult feminines. All right. But we're going to learn. This is Earth School. Somebody wants to come in. Maybe an Aries masculine or a Capricorn masculine. He's looking at courtship. Take it as it resonates. He's got a lot of passion. That's what it looks like. He's in his authority. But his mind's been illuminated on his pathway. Why? Because it's the lion. The lion has to conquer the jungle with the heart open. Why? Because the heart is the seat of the soul. The heart can't be blocked with money or materialistic women. It's not going to work when it comes to investments. So someone's talking maybe about investments, family, inheritance, money in this pathway. Masculine is concerned about investments in this message maybe with a Taurus person when it comes to gifts. But it looks like the masculine is on a pathway, and within this maze, he's got rid of all old investments, like in a Taurus person, every single inch. She has to give back every single dime, every single penny to the pound. And now he's looking at a seed within his labyrinth. What number is that? Okay, for stability, growth, right? He's looking at stability. He's looking at maybe family, cousins, auntie, and a sister maybe. He's walking away for a new beginning because they're just looking for sudden wealth. So it's all about people, things, and places. You've got to know. So this masculine understands he's got to walk away from people, things, and places because now we're looking at a situation where someone took a pill, all right, and tried to destroy the masculine soul, the soul of the self. Somebody was happy to do this to hold on to a marriage for convenience, for a property, for a sudden wealth. So now the masculine has to walk away from people, things, and places, and also for his highest good. So someone's taken that leap forward, maybe away from a Taurus person. They're a bit of a maze, they don't have no sense. So now masculine is going forward, maybe to the divine feminine, but she's grafting her heart. Why? Because she's in unconditional love. The mind, the body, and the soul has been illuminated. That even though things might seem like We're in a theatre waiting for a show to start. Everything's peace on this side. But on the other side of the masculine, it is a massive concern for the divine feminine. And it's a burden about family inheritance, money, legacies, generational wealth. So now we see this change of this burden, because the masculine has a massive burden. It could be Aries masculine or Sagittarius person, walking away, maybe from a new beginning, or walking away to a child, or walking away from a child, or a childish person, maybe a water sign person, maybe a Scorpio person. Now we see the burden. Maybe a message of concern, Sagittarius woman, take it as it resonates. We're making that change. Why? Because a tower built on false ground. It was built on lies, deception, connery, you name it. So this foundation was built away from the intuition. So this is when the devil comes in and makes a whole lot of racket, and it can't help it. It's not going to stop. The devil doesn't want to change. So now you've got to get rid of everything on your foundation to start all over again. So maybe this masculine is changing, and that's the truth. We've got clarity from in oneself. You could be an air sign person. You could be making a change away from a Sagittarius person, a message of concern. You could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person, tearing down your foundation. Maybe you might have fear of this change because you're looking at poverty. You could maybe have to share assets or something. But I don't think you should let that stop you staying in this stagnation of change, because the person is a karmic debt. So it doesn't matter. Don't be concerned about no one else's change. Everyone has to pay back their karmic debt. This is Judgment Day. The judge is coming, and his name is God. Day is coming. So we're making a massive change, big changes, by getting clear about maybe a Capricorn or a Queen of Pentacles. It's going to be sharp talking, because the ancestors have got this masculine compared with passion. All right. We can see preparation. We can see control. We can see discernment, because it seems to be confusion in the air, and something has to be clear. And the only way to clear any vampire energy is the truth. The truth is the light. Your name could be Ruth. Now we're looking at a passion of a fast speed situation coming through. Why? Because it seems to be a challenge when it comes to someone's happiness. Maybe you are a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person, but you're in the thoughts of controlling your happiness and getting rid of a Grand Reaper. You could be a Leo person. There seems to be a conflict about courtship, about the masculine going to divine feminine. It seems to be a group of people trying to change the situation. There are enemies, hidden enemies, rivals, challenges. Because when God comes in, he gives us all a soul, all have a purpose. But everybody wants to be like someone else. Why? Because they're insecure. They don't know themselves. They rely on people too much. You can't rely on people. It doesn't work like that. We all have a purpose to create heaven on earth. And we're all going to be as equals. It doesn't matter if it's the emperor getting messages from God. Whatever you're doing on behalf of God is still valuable just as much as the emperor. You just have to obey the emperor. You're not allowed to be an idol. You're not allowed to idolize yourself. It's wrong. So all these pop stars and all that, they're in trouble. They're in trouble, man. They like too much fans, too much. You know what a fan means? Fanatic. Why would you want a fanatic? Now, somebody wants to work on a courtship. Maybe a Capricorn person. Or an Aries person. Now we're looking at Queen of Wands. We're looking at courtship with the Queen of Wands. Okay, maybe they're looking at appreciation. A very sexy, beautiful, courage woman. She can use her intuition. She's very creative. Okay, maybe this masculine is looking at pathway with the Queen of Wands. When it comes to romance and appreciation, when it comes to family, when it comes to maybe being a childish or mature. Because now you're looking at the passion of coming in to maybe Queen of Wands. But it seems to be a concern before this masculine takes that journey forward. And it's about investing in love. Maybe he's been through this already, this masculine. You could be a Aries or Taurus masculine. Passionately thinking about Queen of Wands. Or you could be a Capricorn masculine. Or a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius masculine. Looking at this Queen of Wands, okay? Maybe this person came into this family for sudden wealth. So now this person, somebody wants to walk away from this person. Because they were looking at higher honors. So they're looking at sudden wealth within this institution. So they got to walk away to create a new beginning. So there's a measure of concern, maybe about a Sagittarius person, a Queen of Wands, maybe a married woman that's looking at investments within this labyrinth of life with the maze. So there's been for pure confusion. Why? Because maybe in this house, there's too much promiscuity, too much venture, too much arrogancy in this house. So now there's a worry, maybe with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, masculine. So this could be a married man. He's in his thoughts about maybe a Sagittarius person because he has a measure of concern when it comes to the wisdom, the highest self. Remember, higher it means, you're on your highest self, your highest. This person's not on it. It's blocked. They want money. They don't care about you. Don't care about your status unless they want to use your name. I had that in a dream as well. We were like in this, like, get him out of the way, but it was like a corridor like this. And Genevieve was on the corner and it was really dark and she was lurking. And he came and he said, whatever he said. And then I said, why are you round her? And he said, my name, she's using my name or something like that. I heard something about teacher, name, something like that. She's learning something from this masculine, from my masculine. But anyway, back to Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. Someone's up in anxiety about an ending. And maybe there's a concern sending this message. It's a burden to a Sagittarius person. Maybe he wants to divorce. But maybe he's afraid of walking away from a child, maybe. Or he wants to walk away from a new beginning and have a baby. I don't know. There's much concern, though. Maybe it's a baby, There's a misconcern about me leaving a baby, maybe. Or investing in a baby. Or maybe the baby wasn't his and it was a burden. He got a measure of concern. So now he just wants to end it. And now the measure of concern is on this person's path when it comes to courtship. It's going to poverty. For some of you, could be a fire sign person or Sagittarius person. Because now we're looking at a change when it comes to this house. He's looking at the temple of self. Maybe an Aries person. Could be Aries masculine or a Sagittarius masculine. But look at a message. It's a message. Speed, change. Speed, speed, speed. Yeah, he's tying up 1 or 2 loose ends. This masculine's coming official. But he's got to end it with maybe a Sagittarius person, a Queen of Wands, on his pathway. If he wants to be more in control, authority, I reckon this masculine's going for a divorce. Maybe he's got high commitment. Because on his pathway, maybe they courted. They were happy. Maybe he invested in the family, the room. It was all promiscuous. Maybe they had sex in all these different rooms and that. I don't know. He just got carried away. Look at him running towards her. He said, he needs to run back. Poverty. Yet the money is her spending habits. I reckon she's a bit of a bully. And I think she imposes her values too much. And her values, it needs to walk away. It's not good. Her values ain't good. I reckon what value is good is what she has under that dress. And that's it. And masculine just got carried away. Yeah. So now there's a message of concern in this man, in this house. When it comes to stability. When it comes to festive times. When it comes to like events. I think it was more like a burden when it comes to like. Maybe he does most of the like travel fees for families, not just his own family. Because I've been there, you know what I mean? People don't care how much money you got. When it comes to my children's birthday, I'll be the one like, I'll pay for everybody. I'm that person. But when you go to other people, no, you pay for yourself. It's a burden. So maybe he might be that person like myself, because that's air signs as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, we'll pay for everybody. It's my child's birthday. You know? We're going to go to Venture Park. I don't expect you lot to pay. I invited you. That sort of thing, Because it seems to be a burden when it comes to stability. In this house, there's no stability in this house. It's going into poverty. Why? Because people can't look after themselves. That's why there's a time moment. I think there's a concern on the pathway for this Queen of Wands. She's going to be poor. That's her change. No big house to show off. Because when you're broke, you got your big house in it. It's an illusion. Nobody will still see you're broke. You got your big house and your big car outside. It's a facade. Outside, it looked like you got everything. All glitter ain't gold. Because now you're looking at self-sufficiency. They can't do it. They'll be in poverty. This lover. They can't do it, man. It could be an earth sign person going into poverty. All right? They have to come out this house of a Sagittarius person. Or an Aries person. Look at a change. Look at a tower moment. They're looking at a letter. Maybe they got to sign back all the deeds, all the information from this fire sign. They're looking at a Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, we're looking at a romantic journey or someone insecure, okay? Or someone in unrequited love where the chemistry, it was not enough for a relationship. It was only enough for promiscuity. But because the illusion of the house and the big car and the different movements of atmosphere, you can get stuck in that stuff, you know. Then you think, oh, we're in a relationship. No, you're not. You're just on a damn adventure. No, you're not. You're just on an adventure. The only thing that's making it look good is the change of atmosphere. Shit like that. Because when you're in your house, you don't really got nothing. It's a show. Keeping up with the Kardashians. Look at me. No one wants to look at you no more. Somebody wants to leave. Maybe an air sign person's making it clear, I'm leaving. I don't want this romance no more. Or someone's coming in with a romantic proposal, maybe for an air sign person or a Leo person, because he's holding back from a Capricorn person. Or you're having this pathway with maybe a air sign person that's caught in a Queen of Wands. He's looking at his courtship, insecure, looking at his appreciation, and he's like, I need a different pathway. I'm concerned about my happiness. I'm concerned. Yeah. Oh, with the devil. Water sign. Oh, this masculine, he's annoying. I think he's connected to this Queen of Wands, man. I bet he knows Addy Wilder sign. This Cancer person, he just rhymes up the wrong way. I don't even know this man. He's lucky I've never seen my face. Oh my gosh, he would not like my reception. I'm that person, you know. If you're looking for a spiritual teacher that says come voyeur, that's not me. Because you know when you're up against the devil, you can't say, oh, come in, darling. You must behave yourself. Behave. And they're going to behave. As we've been in heaven and earth already, they need to be talking to the way they need to be talking to children. Rude children for their decisions. We're on judgment day now. All right. Someone is appreciating your decisions, your judgments. All right. We're looking at appreciations. Oh, with the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Somebody's thinking about the Queen of Swords. Okay. Coming in for a romantic situation, a suggestion, maybe marriage. Okay. Queen of Swords, an Aquarius person. Somebody wants a courtship, Aquarius person. They think she's the counterpart to the Emperor. But someone's in concern because he came in and left and invested in someone else and walked away. To a Taurus person that wanted sudden wealth. All this institution. And rewards, recognition, all of that. Bun that. Army said, I don't think so. We're going to put you right here. Oh, yeah, that's where you're coming out. Oh, shit. I shouldn't say that. Ending. Strong ending. Strong ending. I'm telling you, in this house, they wanted this official person unalived, man. This is why the telepathic communication, you got to use your higher self. Someone's in for sudden wealth. I'm telling you, unalivement was a plan in this house from an earth sign person. Why? Because they're facing poverty. They came in this house for a change. This person is dangerous. That's why they got a letter about this person in this house spiking an Aries, Sagittarius, Leo person in this house. Coffin. I just said that they're coming out in a coffin and what's in my hand. I didn't even see that as there's a God. I promise I didn't even see that in my hand. Because I don't look at shit until I go like this. Oh, that's what I do. Because I like to surprise myself as well. I like to surprise myself too, you know. Oh, yeah, that's why in my outfits, when I'm in my area, oh, yeah, I look like the locals. I'm blending in as much as I can. You'd be thinking, my daughter calls me. So she's like, Mum, you look like a nitty today. I'm only going Iceland. Hello. It's a little bit across the road. I'm not doing all that. But see, when I go out, ooh, I love to give myself a surprise. I do. I got levels in this stuff. Why? Because I like to get the shock factor. Yeah, I like the shock factor, man. I don't like to, like, make things look the same. Like, when you go out, people look the same. You go out to the shop, they look the same. You go raving, you look the same. You're on your Instagram thinking you look like $1 billion. You look the same, bro. It's boring. I can't live like that. That's not me. Sagittarius person concerned in this house. These thoughts about appreciation, justice. I think someone's going for a divorce, walking away for a new beginning. Okay. Someone needs to protect themselves in this house. It's a burden. It's a blowout of the energy. Okay? Needs to move forward to stability. Fairness, balance, truth. Use your higher self to bring in your sudden wealth as well and new beginnings. But you've got to walk away from people, things, and places. And don't add on anyone else's burdens. To sort out your own burdens. And then you lay them out. And now you're free. Do you understand? Because you made that change. It's important. Life is always evolving. You can't stay in the same energy all the time. Especially if you're a business person, that is not a good business structure. If you cannot adapt to emerging themes when it comes to the world outside, you forget it. You can't even change in your own house. Reflection. It's a reflection that at some point, the house or the business will crash. Because it's not balanced, man. One person's working, one person's spending. One person's free, one person isn't. I keep telling masculines as well, if you want to be controlled by your probation officers, your wardens, go and rob a bank, stand in the middle of the bank till the cops come, give the people then back their money and say, I only done it because I want a life sentence. I like to be controlled. Leo, looking at honours, high honours, all right? Spiritual teacher, okay? Use your higher self. Remember unconditional love because we're in the forest. All right, the lion conquers all the animals by how? The heart, all right? Because the heart is controlled by God, okay? The seat of the soul. This is the strength because when every time, remember, animals are a bit uncontrollable. They can come from any forces. Rah, wind, storm, you name it. God has, use your higher self, because that is within the masculine, the higher self, because the wisdom within this masculine, he gets it from God. Do you understand? Right? God's picked me. I keep telling God, talk to your child. I think he's spoiled. I don't care what anyone said. I just think he's spoiled. And that's why he's going through this lesson. He knows earth, him run things around here. But he just get a bit too excited. He needs to pipe himself down. He can get anything in this world. Pipe yourself down. Because you're some high on a ranking spiritual person. Because your daddy is God or something. Relax yourself. Hey, King of Cups, go sit down. You have to walk away from a King of Cups. You think he's the Hierophant. He's a conflicted person, man. Get rid of bun that brethren. Him and the earth sign person, get rid, man. He's been caught in his, I don't know. Someone's going cynical anyway with the King of Cups. Walking away. Childish, man. Childish. Probably walked away from a secret kid. Walked away from investing in a tourist person. It's a burden. Yeah, new love, man. Come out that house. Come out that structure. Come out that madness. Love God. Love yourself. It's going to be a painful ending, man. I told you what I say. Love God. Love yourself. That's when you come to victory. Because what's above is below. But these people want arguments. Mental, verbal, physical abuse. You name it. I want to win at any cost. Your name could be a V. Do you know what I mean? Being deceptive, lying, cheating, stealing, and acting like they're friends. And guess who they're going front right to? The Empress. Oh, yeah. A loving woman now. Oh, yeah. Regrets now. Missed opportunities now. You'll be missing forever, my friend. Every ending has a new beginning, all right? Because now somebody was looking for sudden wealth in this house. Maybe a family inheritance, maybe. Or house deeds. But someone that's caught in a Queen of Wands. Somebody was looking for higher honor and sudden wealth for a spiritual institution. They got to kick him out, man. He was been there from a pitney. I reckon he's the chemist, man. I'm changing my story now. My story a little bit. I think this King of Cups, he's the mixer, man. And she gives out the pill, this Taurus person. And that's why they got to burn out the soul of this masculine and irritable Sagittarius person. And that's why justice is here. Ancestors said, who? What? What? Because you think it's your biological people them. It don't work like that, you know. It don't work like that. Spirituality, soul, family, blood don't mean nothing. In that world, your bloodline don't mean nothing. Touch my husband and see what happens to you lot. Justice for baby cub. Wanna too damn fast. Looking at every ending as a new beginning. We're talking to God, okay? Someone thinks you're a rose petal. Looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, change. I reckon someone's a spiritual church. He owns a church. Now you got the Emperor and the Empress. Masculine is probably in his full love. He's looking at honors, okay? He's looking at his pathways, looking at his counterparts, an air sign person. We're looking at ending the King of Cups. And the masculine is using his intuition and his psychic gifts to tell the truth. The truth, man. He was not coming out here alive. I don't care what anyone says. So anything happens to anyone in my body, I got over 2,000 videos. Let's see how you motherfuckers are coming out. Hey, I had a dream about this person in a house. I wonder if it was King of Cups. Because I saw Genevieve backed on a wall just before I saw rats in a corner near a bed and a bedside table. The rat's going to be caught in the corner, and then she's backed. She's going to be backed up on a wall. So she's got a backup now. You know, like when the lions come to roar at you. Yeah. So me and Addie was in front of her. This was this morning. And I pointed at her and I said, yeah, the book is going to be released, The Devil's Daughter. And it was Genevieve Nadia. I heard G, and I saw her as well, obviously. It could be G for someone else, for you, all right? And then the masculine looked like he didn't want me to say it so soon. Why? Because there was a man coming. There's a man hidden in the dark. A man is involved. I think it's the King of Cups. You got to have a different perspective about this letter anyway. About Earth sign and the King of Cups. And the truth about twin flame connections, about soulmates, about unions, about the soul of the cell, about the temple. We are the temple. We got so much wisdom in the temple of self. Just like you can keep your house, or like, my house is so precious. Don't look at my house. Let me show. Use your body like that. Not your body like that, like you're some prostitute. You know what I mean? Take care of your body, man. You got enough wisdom inside of you, like your house. It's got enough, I don't know, enough goods in there that's worth money. Inside of you got lots of resources as well. Don't waste it. Have a different perspective, all right? Someone's having a different perspective about coming from poverty, making that change. Someone is going to write a dear letter about the truth, about ending in this house for a spiritual official person. I hope it's the King of Cups that tells the truth, you know. I think it's about time men stick up for men and don't be afraid. Because if this was a woman that done these things in this house, trust me, all us women will have you in jail already. I don't think he should be loyal to this earth sign person. I think he should be loyal to this masculine to show the world, you know what, it's part time we balance the situation. Because if Cosby, R. Kelly, and all these people to go to prison for spiking and all that, I think Genevieve Nadia should do the same. And it's the truth. I think it should be the same. All this stealing, cheating, all that, stealing and all that, she needs to go to prison. A Queen of Pentacles for taking that gamble for unexpected income. I think that's what happened. That should happen. I'm sorry. No. Go within, people. All you judges, all you juries, and all you newspaper and all that. Go within. If you can't see the truth because you drank so much and ate so much, you probably ain't got no evidence. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how you're going to get it. Go within and you'll see it for yourself. Look around YouTube. It's everywhere. They even channeled her name. I heard it myself. Genevieve Nadia, African. I'm telling you, it's big. Whatever she done to this masculine soul, because his purpose is massive. Whatever she did, she effed up. To a Leo person, she messed up. She's the lion heart killer. That's why I said to her last night, to this Taurus person, Genevieve Nadia, I said, the book, Lionheart Killer, and it's mad. She wrote a book, or was involved in a book called The Lionheart. She's the Lionheart Killer. I'm telling you, I've never met this woman in my life. As is a God above, I swear, I didn't even know she had a bloody thing called Lionheart, a movie, until God told me Adi Wali is the lion, and God keeps showing me the same thing over and over and over again. So this King of Cups gets involved trying to do destiny swapping. He's going to find his mum. Leo person told you they played on this badman shit. This lover, the devil. Let me tell you, Queen of Blood Clot Pentacles. No, can't tell me nothing. If you don't like my swearing all that for now, because I'm under this. You know what? It's hard enough being under the twin flame journey, but to add a partitioner and all that madness. Nah. I apologize from now. Maybe you should come back in the future. Do you know what I mean? When it's all done and dusted. For now, no. The devil's not going to get away with it. I'm not going to be nice. I'm going to be talking. Hello, darlings. Welcome to my channel. No, that's not happening. Queen of Pentacles needs to know I'm not that one to play with. Genevieve, Nadia, I'm not that one to play mind games, illusion, delusion. I'm not that person because you're insecure. You can't take care of yourself. I'm not that person, you know. I'm not your mum. I'm not here to go into no mental institution so you can look like you're not in poverty. Why? Because I'm so willfully independent. Go find your mother and your father. Touch Adiwali. I don't care if I chat to him or not. I swear, Genevieve Nadia, I'm after you every day of your life until you take your last breath. With the truth and nothing but the truth. That's all I'm going to be doing is posting. Every time I hear about karmic in my readings, Genevieve is going to be the example of not what to do. Justice for baby Cub. Everyone remember, walking love, talking truth. Bye.